Hey guys, welcome to today's video, and today we're going to carry on what if Chioutzu had mastered his psychic abilities. So where we left off, Vegeta and Nappa had been defeated, and Chioutzu and Tien had paid the price, both dying in battle against the Saiyans. So, Chioutzu having died previously, well, now they need the Namekian Dragon Balls. So they decide to head out to Namek, but with Piccolo alive, both Goku, Yamcha, Krillin and Gohan all want to go to resurrect them. Piccolo wanting to go and train, well, mostly to actually keep up with Goku and see how he trained. So originally it took a few days for Dr. Briefs and Bulma to fix up Kami's old ship, but this time Goku's asked him to fix up his old Saiyan pod, so make a ship based on the speed and everything of that, and basically create the ship that Goku had in canon. So without actually focusing on Kami's ship to start with and straight up fixing up Goku's ship, it takes them about 2 weeks to do this, and Goku's ship, it only takes them a few days to get to Namek. So even with this, they will arrive at least a week before they were originally meant to. So this means that they actually arrive on Namek before Frieza does. So they all train together. So Goku, originally his power level shot up to 90,000, but there was a bit of a Zenkai boost with how badly beaten he was from his battle with Vegeta. But with training with someone as strong as Piccolo, as well as Yamcha, Krillin and Gohan training too, I believe he would become even stronger and have a power level of 120,000. Piccolo, he would push himself beyond his limits and rise to a power level of about 70,000. Gohan, with his potential and being driven on by his father and his father figure in Piccolo and his best friend Krillin, he would rise similar to Piccolo, about 68,000, with Krillin probably getting to about 40,000 and Yamcha 35. As it would take a few more days for them two to get used to the gravity, because being humans it's going to be tougher for them, but they do manage to get a grip of it because they are stronger than what Goku was originally when he started his gravity training, so they can get to grips with it. So heading out to Namek, they are seen as pure-hearted by every single Namekian they come in contact with and collect the Dragon Balls in just a few days. But it's at this point where Frieza arrives on Namek, and with all of them just about to make their wish, they all sense Frieza and all of his minions arriving on the planet at once. This incredibly high power level and the other menacing ones that follow are enough to send them all into that fear. So it's here they gathered the Dragon Balls outside of Guru's. So Guru tells them that none of them stand a chance against the strongest one, and Nail says that he believes that it's just a fraction of his power that they can sense as well. Guru proceeds to unlock all of their potentials, so it is an immense boost for all of them, and they're all going to get stronger as this progresses as well. So each of them now, well, Goku and Piccolo and Gohan are definitely strong enough to take on Frieza in his first form. Now that's key, his first form is weaker than the three of them, and both Yamcha and Krillin are not up to scratch to fight first form Frieza, but they can give it a hell of a go. They're stronger now and they can take down any of the Ginyu Force. So Frieza's forces start going out without him to start with, so Frieza sat back relaxing at first, and each of the, well, Krillin, Yamcha, Gohan and Piccolo all split up to cover 5 different areas where the Dragon Balls were found. Unfortunately that leaves one area where no one is guarding, with Nail still with Guru. So the one area that gets hit first is the area that no one was guarding. and the Frieza Force actually find out information about the Dragon Balls as they were torturing all the villagers. They report this back to Frieza, the fact that the Dragon Balls have just been collected as well, and they may not be in use for another year. Frieza says that no one could have done this, and even if they have, he will torture them first. So now Frieza's gone out as well, but they split up. Some of the Frieza Force have gone separate ways to try and find if they were lying and see if there's any more Dragon Balls about. Now, Zarbon and Dodoria both lead two separate forces, while Frieza goes off to lead a third. So, Zarbon comes across Yamcha straight away. Yamcha takes out all the soldiers and Zarbon with ease. And Dodoria, he comes across Krillin, who does the same. So, that's Frieza's entire force wiped out apart from the ones that are with him. But Frieza is heading straight for Goku. Now, with the majority of the power levels gone and most of the force defeated, they can all sense the rest of them heading straight towards Goku, and they all come over to help Goku with his fight. So, Krillin and Yamcha take out the Frieza forces. Much to Frieza's disgust, he checks the scouter and sees that there are no power levels across the planet. So none of the ones that he brought with him anyway. Now Frieza gets out of his chair and charges at Krillin. Goku just steps in front of the way and stops Frieza's punch, and the two begin to fight, Goku overpowering Frieza in his first form. Now, this is pushing Frieza back on the ropes and frustrating him. Goku just tells him to leave. Says, your forces are not dead, they're on the edge of life, take them and go. Frieza gets infuriated and fires a death beam, which Goku just manages to avoid. This caught him off guard, but he was still quick enough to avoid the blast. So, Frieza charges Goku again, thinking no one can be stronger than him. He just stands back then and says, what are you? Goku just looks at him and says, I'm Goku, I'm a Saiyan from Earth. Frieza bursts out laughing and says, no monkey can be this strong. So, I will kill you now. I kill the rest of the monkeys, I'll kill you too. Then Frieza stops for a second. He remembers one Saiyan, the one that confronted him before he blew up Planet Vegeta. He says, so you're his son. Goku just looks at Frieza and says, I don't care. I don't care what you've got to say, Frieza. You need to leave. If not, I'll defeat you where you stand. This is when Frieza transforms into his second form. For some reason, they all just stand back in amazement and watch this transformation, like they did in canon. And Frieza proceeds to beat down Goku until Piccolo starts joining the fight. So the two of them together are holding their own against Frieza, and their combined strength and the fact that they are getting stronger through the actual power unlocking from Guru, well, they're giving Frieza a tough fight. And Piccolo has shouted for the others to get away and use the Dragon Balls and then just go, and they'll take care of Frieza. As they're trying to fly away, Frieza fires a death beam which strikes Krillin in the arm. He drops to the ground. No, he's not dead, and there's no Super Saiyan transformation. Goku is infuriated, but it's Gohan that charges Frieza. Gohan's power and his rage, everything, it's enough for him to be overpowering Frieza. But, like in canon, this is only short-lived. Frieza is beaten down momentarily before Gohan just mellows out and Frieza beats him into the ground. Piccolo having to stop it, and now Piccolo trying to fight alone while Goku gets the sense of being to both Krillin and Gohan. Piccolo is now getting beaten down, Goku joins the fight and Frieza decides it's time to transform again. So now his third form, it's more than enough to be overpowering both Goku and Piccolo. Now while this is happening, Kame has been instructed by King Kai to collect the Dragon Balls on Earth. Now Nail has shown up at the scene. He's asked the others what's happened and has decided that he needs to do something to help. Now Krillin comes up with a plan. He shouts to Goku and Piccolo to move. They all look his way, Goku and Piccolo knowing what's happening, and then he shouts solar flare. Frieza is blinded and Nail runs over to he flies over to Piccolo and the two merge. So the Namekian fusion that happened originally happens, but with Piccolo's base power being immensely stronger, Piccolo can now more than hold his own against third form Frieza. So now Piccolo beats down the Tyrant. With Piccolo being more brutal than Goku, he decides it's time to finish it. Piccolo blasts Frieza into nothing. And that is where I will end the video. So what did you think, guys? What will happen next? With all of Frieza's forces actually still alive, will they go get King Cold? Will they get Ginyu Force? So guys, if you enjoyed the video, please remember to like, comment and subscribe, and I will see you all next time. Bye.